It seems in response to a Houthi missile that attacked Israel last week, Israel has today attacked Sana'a International Airport, bombing sites around the airport that it suggests are useful to the military. It's also bombed power stations and other port facilities around the coast. Now, it's been described by Yemen as barbaric and aggressive, a barbaric and aggressive attack. And Dr. Tedros of the World Health Organization was in the airport. He's unhurt, but he witnessed the chaos. And apparently, it was unclear who was being attacked, whether these were civilians or whether these were military rebel forces. But it's very difficult not to draw the conclusion that Israel is inspired in its attacks by Russia's attacks in Ukraine on hospitals and civilian structures and power stations and the ports of Odessa and so on. And I think the parallels between what Mr. Putin or what the Kremlin is doing to Ukraine and the aggression of the Kremlin must be drawn. And I've tried very hard not to draw these comparisons. I think these comparisons are not helpful. But it's difficult not to see the influence that Putin is having on other theatres of war. And it's not just in the development of drone technology, it's also in the blind indifference to civilian casualties and the civilian structures on which people depend. The aggression of Putin's attacks on the power supplies. I was talking to people in Kyiv yesterday or the day before, and they were walking around in the dark. The lights have come back on now, or people have managed to find some source of power. But this is brutal and horrific during the winter, and particularly on over Christmas. And Putin is only too aware that the Ukrainian church has now adopted the traditions of the ecumenical patriarchate and moved the celebration of Christmas from January to the 25th of December, and is a calculated attempt to intimidate, to terrify, to destroy the morale of the civilians in the knowledge that the Kremlin simply isn't up to dealing with fighting the Ukrainian army. And this is the stuff of cowardice, and it's the stuff of terrorism. And it's difficult not to see this as inspiration for Netanyahu. Again, I would love to know what you think about that. It's just a thought late at night.